Assalamualaikum and a very good day. Hello everyone. Today we are going to be making a menu that's called English breakfast with three different kind of eggs dishes, which is the first one, the scrambled egg, second one, omelette, and the third one, egg Benedict, which is a combination of poached egg and hollandaise sauce. Before we start with our video demonstration today, I would like to remind all of you to always wear your apron and always wear your hat as well to cover your hair before entering the kitchen. And with extra precaution, always take care of your hygiene and please make sure to always wash your hands and always keep your clothes tidy before starting any activities in the kitchen. Without further ado, let's go with the video.
Okay, first we need to prepare all the ingredients that we are going to be using. Okay, first we're going to be using bread for the carbohydrate, eggs for the protein, frankfurter for the protein as well, and the baby tomato and the mushroom for our vitamins. We're going to be using oil and butter for our saute and also for frying the frankfurter. Okay, first we need to heat the pan, and after the pan is heated, we can put the bread on the pan and tap a little bit on the bread to make sure that it is really toast. And then we should flip it to the sides and make sure that the surface of the bread are gonna be turned into a brownish color. Next, we're gonna be sauteing the mushroom and our baby tomato. First, put a little butter on the pan and spread it all across the pan. Make sure that all the surface of the pan are covered. Next, put the mushroom in and you can start sauteing the mushroom on the. You can cut the mushroom as the picture shown below. Focus on the surface that has the edge surface which had the butter and flip it around to make sure that all of the surface of the mushroom is cooked. And now we can put the baby tomato in and just saute it together with the mushroom. Also, you can add a little bit of oil to make sure that both of these ingredients are cooked and not being too dry. Next, after the pan is heated with butter, we can now put the eggs in to make our scrambled egg. Right after you put the egg on the pan, you must mix it thoroughly. Make sure that it is not going to be a big chunk of eggs, instead be a little pieces of egg. As you can see, I put it away from the heat to make sure that it is not overcooked and it has more soft texture, and you need to keep on scrambling it to make sure that it is crushed into little pieces a little bit. And next we're gonna be preparing our frankfurter. We just need a little bit of oil on the pan to fry the sausage. And as you can see on the surface of sausage, I've made an X mark to make it look more presentable. And now we can put it onto our platter along with the mushroom, the tomato, the scrambled egg, and the toast bread. You need to present it in a good way and make sure that you placed it on a good order or to make a good presentation for our toast, our frankfurter, our tomatoes, and our mushroom. And here is the result. For the omelette, we'll be using 2 eggs and we're gonna stir it up to make sure that it is mixed perfectly. And as you can see, after we mix our eggs, we can see that there's quite a bubble on the egg, so we are going to be using a strainer to get rid of all the bubbles to make sure that our omelets will have a smoother surface. Next, after we put the butter in, it's time for us to put our omelet in the pan. Spread it carefully to make sure that all the surface of the omelette are covering the pan. As you can see, I'm putting my pan away from the heat so that I can adjust it to be a little lower so that our omelette won't be overcooked and still have that smooth texture. Next, you're gonna push all the omelettes to one side to make sure it has a nice oval shape. After we finish making our omelets, it's now time for us to put the omelette on the platter along with the toast and the mushrooms and the tomato. For this plating, you are gonna be putting the omelette on the side, not on top of the toast, because the omelette is big enough and it will make our plate look a little better without the frame. Okay, make sure that our plate is clean, and you can clean it using a tissue, and always make sure that our plates are presentable. And here is our result. For the egg Benedict, first we need to boil the water, and we are gonna put some vinegar into the water to make sure that the egg would be poached perfectly. After the water has entered the shimmering stages, okay, we need to create a vortex in the pot to make sure that the egg will be cooked perfectly, and you're going to be dropping the egg at the center of the vortex, and make sure that you put it when the vortex are not at its strongest power. Make sure that the texture of the eggs are good, and after for a while we need to take out our egg and remove all the excess water from the egg. Next, for the hollandaise sauce, you're gonna be using one egg, and we need to separate the egg yolk and the white part. We're just gonna be using the egg yolk and put some vinegar in it. And the next process is we are gonna be pouring the butter that we have melted on the pot, not simultaneously, while we stir the egg in the bowl. We're gonna make sure that we'll be using the pot in which we make the poached egg before, so that we will double boil the hollandaise sauce to make sure that the egg is not cooked. Okay, so to make sure this one, once you have mixed the butter, the egg yolk and the vinegar, you can put it away from the pot and just stir it up until you have a nice texture of the hollandaise sauce. After you're done with the sauce, you can spread it on the poached egg that you have made before on the toast bread. You can spread it nicely. And here are our results. Egg Benedict. That's all for the video. Thank you.